3 lawyers are to be selected from a group of 30 to work on a special project. And how many ways can the lawyers be selected? We have 30 lawyers, and we're picking 3 of them. The order doesn't seem to matter here. We're just picking the lawyers to be on the project. We're not picking them and then arranging them, saying you're the first one, you're the second one, you're the third one. So that's how I know that we're dealing with a combination here. So this is going to be NCR. So 30, plugging this into the calculator, NCR 3 is 4,060. And how many ways can a group of 3 be selected if a certain lawyer must work on the project? Well, if you say a certain lawyer must work on the project, you're essentially removing one of the decisions. You're saying, well, of those 30, we know that one has to be on the project. So there's only one way for that to happen. But then for the remaining 2 places, well, there's 29 lawyers, and we can do NCR 2. So the one person is fixed. But we still have, from the remaining 29 lawyers, we can still choose 2. So that's going to be 29 NCR2. In fact, when we're doing combinations, it's helpful to say this word as choose. NCR is choose. And actually, a lot of times when people are doing these permutations, you'll notice I have the notation up here. This would be 5, choose 3. So this one, if I was to write that, this would be 30, choose 3, or this would be 29, choose 2. I'm doing it this way with NCR because that's how you plug it into your calculator. And also I find when people write it like this a lot, I probably will end up switching that method of writing it just because it's easier. But you want to be careful not to think of this as a fraction. Don't think of this as 30 divided by 3 or 29 divided by 2. So be careful not to write a division bar between them because then you will think of them as a fraction. So either notation works. I'll probably switch back and forth actually, honestly. So when I do this on my calculator, 29, choose 2, we get 406. And how many ways can a non-empty group of at most 3 lawyers be selected from the 30? Okay, so I'm seeing some extra stuff here. A non-empty group, so we have to have at least somebody on the group, and it has to be at most 3 lawyers. So we could have exactly 1, we could have exactly 2, or exactly 3. And I want to figure out the number of ways that I could have exactly 1 lawyer on the group. Well, there's 30 lawyers. I'm choosing 1. There's 30 different ways that could happen. This is the n choose 1, so I'm just using the special case here. 30 choose 1 is 30. If we want to do 30 choose 2, I have to plug that into my calculator. We get 435. And if I want to do 30 choose 3, we already figured that out. That's 4,060. 30 choose 3, which is 4060. So in total, I'm able to just add these together because these are essentially, entirely different ways of going about this situation. So I'm not, if I have exactly 1 lawyer on the project, I know I don't have exactly 2, so I'm not going to be double counting if I just add these together. I'm thinking about that union rule that we saw last chapter. So adding them together, I get 4,525. So there would be at most, or there's exactly 4,525 ways I could choose a non-empty group of at most 3 lawyers from the 30.